The stories continue to Part 2. Nick informs Tyler that she'll pick him up at the Eastern Bridge. Tyler quickly wakes Ovi, and they set out, attempting to steal a car only to be discovered by a group of young street thugs, the same kids they encountered earlier. Tyler is taken aback as they draw weapons, though he easily disarms them. Their attempt to flee, however, reveals their location to Amir's forces, with helicopters now patrolling the skies around the clock. Forced to hide, Tyler and Ovi slip into a foul-smelling sewage drain, waiting there for a while until Tyler contacts an old friend, Gaspar, who also happens to be living in Dhaka. Gaspar, an American like Tyler, brings them to his house, where they briefly unwind, reminiscing about old times before he leaves Tyler to rest. That evening, Tyler opens up to Ovi, sharing details of his painful past, including the tragic loss of his son that has haunted him ever since. Later that night, Tyler sees Gaspar acting out of character, drunk and volatile. Gaspar proposes a disturbing idea. They should kill Ovi to claim the $10 million bounty Amir has placed on the boy. Tyler vehemently refuses, but Gaspar becomes aggressive, weapon drawn, pushing Tyler to a point of no return. The two former friends are forced into a violent confrontation. As they struggle, Ovi wakes to the sound of commotion and finds himself holding a gun, facing Gaspar. Gaspar attempts to talk him down, but sensing the danger, Ovi fires, ending Gaspar's life. Shocked, Ovi feels a strange surge of emotions, both horror and bewilderment, as he processes the reality of taking a life for the first time. Gaspar, bleeding out, lies motionless in his own home. Tyler, seeing the boy's distress, reaches out to Saju. He tells him they need to work together, letting go of any concern for the payout. All he wants now is to see Ovi safely out of the city. At dawn, they meet in a designated spot to finalize the plan. Tyler will create a distraction to draw Amir's forces, allowing Saju to sneak Ovi to safety. Their rendezvous point will be the bridge, where Nick's helicopter will be waiting for them. As the early light breaks, their plan goes into action. The streets are swarming with Amir's corrupt soldiers and armed thugs, so Ovi dons a cap to help disguise him in the chaos. Tyler initiates the diversion, launching a grenade that immediately ignites panic and chaos, causing Amir's men to scatter. Saju seizes the opportunity and escapes with Ovi, making their way toward the bridge. As they move cautiously through the streets, a soldier spots them sneaking around, prompting Saju to engage in a firefight. After navigating a gauntlet of obstacles, Tyler, Saju, and Ovi finally reach the bridge, the last escape route out of the city. But Amir Asif has anticipated their move and deploys his troops to surround the bridge. A colonel overseeing the operation prepares to eliminate the fugitives, ordering his men to take his sniper. Nick arrives just in time, easing some of Tyler's burden in the intense battle. With a well-timed strike, she fires a rocket launcher at one of Amir's helicopters, significantly reducing the number of their adversaries and giving the trio a much-needed edge. The stage is set for a final showdown as they make a desperate bid for freedom, determined to leave Dhaka behind once and for all. As they advance toward the bridge, Saju and Ovi's position is compromised, drawing Amir's forces to them. Saju, already battered and bloodied from previous battles, faces a relentless assault. A sniper locks onto him and Saju falls in the midst of the firefight, sacrificing his life in a final effort to protect Ovi. This devastating loss leaves Tyler as Ovi's last defender, forcing him to summon every ounce of strength to shield the boy from the swarm of enemies closing in. Despite his serious injuries, Tyler fights on with relentless determination, even as bullets fly from all directions. Nick, from a distance, attempts to locate and neutralize the hidden snipers. The chaos intensifies as Tyler's breaths grow ragged, and his movements slow. Amid the turmoil, Nick spots the colonel's position and prepares to take him out. At this critical juncture, Tyler recalls a tender memory of his son, which reignites his willpower for a final push. In a brief moment of clarity, he urges Ovi to run to Nick and escape. With the helicopter now approaching, Tyler draws on every remaining bit of his strength to battle the enemies tailing them, carving out precious seconds for Ovi to make his getaway. Just as he believes the fight is over, the young street boy from earlier appears, gun in hand, and shoots Tyler in the neck. In a bittersweet act of heroism, Tyler collapses, his body tumbling off the bridge and disappearing into the river below. His fate uncertain. Nick, left with no choice, is forced to flee as the mission concludes, carrying with her the weight of Tyler's sacrifice and the life he saved. 8 months later, after successfully escaping, Ovi returns to India. Life resumes its normal pace, yet the experiences he endured in Dhaka have transformed him. He now understands the true meaning of sacrifice and feels the lasting impact of Tyler's actions. In the film's closing scene, Ovi swims in a pool. As he emerges from the water, he catches a fleeting glimpse of a shadowy figure that could be Tyler, leaving the audience to wonder whether Tyler survived. Meanwhile, in an upscale restaurant, Nick makes her way into the men's restroom, where she confronts Amir Asif. In a sudden twist, she takes her revenge on him for Tyler's death, delivering justice in her own way. The film concludes on an emotional note, encapsulating the theme of sacrifice made by someone who had no obligation to save another but chose to do so as a means of redemption for his past guilt and trauma. The end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. See you in the next video.